Hi guys, Jess here. I'm going to do a quick reading for our Twin Flame Collective. I don't know if it will be your story. It might be, it might not be. Let's just say a quick blessing and we'll get started. All right. Holy Spirit, thank you so much for being with us here today. And thank you for being with us in every breath that we take. We ask that you direct our hands, our hearts, our words, and our minds to direct your will in our lives each day. Amen. Alrighty, we're going to start off with this Tarot of Wonderland and find out what is going on out there. Alrighty. Alrighty, Divine Masculine is having a hard time walking away from something. This Eight of Cups in reverse is somebody who feels kind of emotionally stuck. They feel like they have, it's like soul ties. It's like connections to another person. Hard to let go of. Emotional ties in some way. It's knowing that you have to let go, knowing that it's time to let go of something, and yet not being able to cut the cord specifically. Okay. And I got the King of Swords on top of that. That's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, masculine energy. Doesn't have to be those signs. Could be, could not be. Who knows? But this is an energy of someone who knows what they need to do. They know what they need to change. They know who they need to be. But they just are having a hard time doing it. I've got the Two of Cups in reverse. Oof. All right, so the Two of Cups in reverse can be a soulmate relationship and having to let that go. We could be talking about a karmic soulmate relationship here, and it's the understanding that there's about to be an ending in this Divine Masculine's life in some way. This Two of Cups in the reverse can indicate a dissolution of a partnership, an ending of a friendship, something like that. Any kind of karmic relationship that is keeping the masculine away from the feminine that he is meant to be with is going to be called a karmic relationship. They're here to teach us. They are here for us to learn from. They're not always negative, but they definitely they're definitely important aspects of our lives, important relationships in our lives that encourage growth and ascension and awakening, right? They'll hold up a mirror to you and force you to come to terms with who you want to be and how you want to do that. That's what the purpose of a karmic soulmate relationship is in our life, and it allows us to cut ties with things that are not authentic to ourselves. They're necessary for our growth, and it looks like our Divine Masculine is going through an ending of some sort with some kind of karmic relationship. I have the Two of Wands in reverse. This is an energy of I don't know where I want to go next. I don't know what the future holds for me. And it's not necessarily looking at it with like happy thoughts or like exciting, adventurous thoughts about it. It's an energy of I don't know what is next for me. I don't know what I'm supposed to do next. I'm worried about what comes next because it's uncertain and I feel unsure about myself is kind of the energy there. I have the Sun card crossing that. That's another one of our cards of Divine Masculine. It's very healing, very much yang energy. The Sun is an energy that tells us that healing is needed whenever it comes out here. And it's crossing this King of Swords energy here. I have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. This is an energy for the Divine Feminine, which says that and now I'm talking about the Divine Feminine before I was talking about the masculine energy. And don't get hung up on the genders. It's not about your gender. It's about the energy that you carry. You'll know whether you carry a masculine or a feminine energy or whatever that is for you. So it's not about that. But the Three of Pentacles in reverse is an energy of needing to see change within the partnerships in your life, being tired of constantly being dragged into relationships with individuals for whom you cannot be on the same team. You can't work together. You can't see eye to eye. And it's frustrating. I get the sense that the Divine Feminine is kind of frustrated by her circumstances right now. And we have the Two of Pentacles that comes out for that. We got 2, 2, 2 for these people. When you start seeing things in twos, in pairs, then you know that union is coming close for you. Two of Pentacles is an energy of juggling. It can be trying to keep too many things up in the air. It's having to do everything on your own, Divine Feminine. I think that's what's kind of got you down here. And it's waiting for someone to join you to help you pick up some of this slack in your life, whatever that looks like. And you're doing an adequate job, but I get the impression that you're quite tired of having to do it on your own for whatever reason. And it seems like every partnership that's come into your life in the recent past has been one that just simply where the key doesn't fit the lock or something like that. It's just not working. I have this wounded Wounded Warrior card, this Nine of Wands that comes out here, which is somebody who has a lot of boundaries up. I get the impression that this feminine in this collective here has been through an awful lot. And because of that, she's definitely keeping most people at arm's length. She doesn't let people into her life very far. And that may be why she's feeling like she has to do everything on her own. It's because she doesn't allow people to come in and help her with circumstances. Yeah, but I have this Three of Swords that comes out on that, and that's crossing this energy, and it goes right on top of that Wounded Warrior card. This feminine has experienced some bad breakups in the past, some bad relationships in the past, things that have colored her experience within the realm of love and relationships in general. This Three of Swords, whenever it crosses this, it can either be, whenever it comes out on its side like this can either be a fresh breakup pain, or this can be the energy of healing after a breakup. It looks like the feminine and the masculine here are both kind of experiencing loss at the same time, not necessarily from one another, but in their own individual lives. I have the Tower card that comes out right between them. There is some kind of wake-up call, some kind of major moment that happens here with this Tower card. The Tower is often an event that happens outside of our control, and it comes out of nowhere. It seems like kind of knocks your socks off, pulls the rug out from under you. I'm going to put that right there in the middle, and let us get another deck to clarify, because that seems to be what we need to do. I'm going to use this Chicoli deck. What's this Eight of Cups that the masculine's having a hard time walking away from here? I got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This person is totally at a standstill. I say having a hard time walking away from someone or something. That's not even the case. It's like they are stuck. They are stuck like Chuck, can't get out of this situation. This could be someone who's built an entire life with another person whom they now realize it's just not going to work well for them. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who wishes that they made better choices in the past, or different choices in the past. Someone who wishes that they had perhaps invested in different things. And now feeling like they're quite stuck with someone or something that they can't get away from. And I have the King of Swords in reverse on top of the King of Swords. Wow, that's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, masculine energy. You may be dealing with someone with those signs that are of significance to you. But this King of Swords, whenever it comes out in the reverse, this person doesn't know what to do or what to say to get out of this situation. This is someone who has allowed other people to make choices in their lives. This is someone who has allowed someone else to kind of run the show in their life, their household or something like that. And now it's kind of taken over. And now they're kind of being put in a position of having an unstable partnership that they're either going to have to walk away from, or they're going to have to make massive changes in order to change it. And I'm not sure what that's going to look like here. I have the Two of Cups here on top of the Two of Cups. Snap. Jeez, so we definitely have some kind of partnership here that's on the line. I get the impression that this is a karmic soulmate, and this masculine is having a hard time walking away from it. And for good reason. This person has invested a lot in the past in some kind of relationship, but understanding now that they really are being called to walk away from it for whatever reason. Let me ask why. What's exactly going on here? I got the Hermit card. This is someone who feels quite alone in their relationship. This is someone who feels kind of isolated, which is interesting. It's one of those relationships where you can be together and always still feel very lonely. Wow. Okay. So that's kind of an energy of feeling like it's not a divinely guided union in some way that this masculine is in, kind of like just living the day in, day out. There's no growth. There's no change. There's no evolution to the relationship. And this masculine's growing tired of that in some way. I have the Three of Cups here. Let me get one more about that, because the Three of Cups can indicate a third-party situation, or it can indicate a desire for reconciliation. We got the Lovers card on top of that. This divine masculine may have started seeing other people in some way outside of a commitment. The Lovers card crosses that, which is the card of Gemini here. And that Hermit card, incidentally, is the card of Virgo, if that's of significance to you. We got a lot of air sign energy on here. But this Lovers card that's crossing this is it's a final choice. And it's It's the understanding that if you choose this one person, everyone else is wiped off the table. And if you don't choose that one person, you have other options, but you don't have that one person. And this masculine is kind of contemplating what that looks like in their lives. And I think that's why we have them in this state of upheaval with this Two of Wands in the reverse, like not knowing what would come next. If I let this go, what will come next is that kind of energy. I have the Five of Pentacles here, which is someone who feels quite separated and quite lost from someone else. This is someone who is looking at the potential for financial loss in their lives. And I don't know if that relates to the person that they're walking away from now, or if that relates to their connection with you, Divine Feminine. It would just depend on your circumstances here. One second. I have the Knight of Swords that comes in. This masculine wants to take action. They want to make a major change. There's a good indication that they will be reaching out to you in the near future with some positive correspondence in some way, or some kind of correspondence, but it's definitely the energy of wanting to take flight and run away from their life circumstances. It's definitely an energy of wanting to change something. What is this Tower here? Oh, snap. I got the Sun in reverse again. Wow. This is definitely a need for healing. This is the card of Leo, but it's definitely a need for change. It's definitely a need to look at routines, habits. Again, if you've been feeling sluggish, if you've been feeling like tired, like high anxiety but low energy kind of feelings for this masculine is kind of what I'm seeing. There's an energy that this masculine needs to get out in the sun, walk around, feel the grass under their feet, you know, that kind of thing. Get a refresh, hit the reset button, whatever that means, and definitely take some time out and time alone here, away from other people's ears, away from other people's voices, I should say. But definitely a need for change, and definitely a need for mental clarity. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy with that one. I have the Five of Swords here. Oof. Crosses this. This is upsetting because we have the Five of Pentacles and we have the Five of Swords, one right on top of the other. Fives are energies of change, you know, chaos and conflict that bring necessary change, of course. But this Five of Swords is quite brutal, and this masculine knows that by walking away from the relationship that they're in, it's going to hurt a lot of people. It's going to hurt one person tremendously, and it's going to hurt others as well. The Five of Swords can be an energy of gossip. It can be an energy of verbal bullying. It can be an energy of everyone putting their input into your circumstances, your situation, and that's another thing that keeps them held with this kind of soul tie back over here with this karmic relationship. I have the Page of Wands here. It goes right on top of that Knight of Swords. This masculine, whoever they are, if you are in contact with them at all, they're quite attracted to you, and they would love to send you a message and let you know how interested they are in you, in whatever way, whatever capacity. But there's an energy of not taking action yet. When I got the Eight of Cups on the top of the Eight of Cups that comes out. Golly geez. This is somebody who is coming to the realization that ultimately, though, the best choice is to let people go, because it's a better choice for everyone involved when we let people go. And it's as much to do with your love for another person as it is for self-love within you. When you choose to let someone go, when you know that they aren't the right person for you, it takes a lot of courage to do that, and to understand that it's unkind to not, if you're in the wrong relationship, right? But this is kind of a big relationship that they're quite committed to in some way, and that is why we're having these major struggles. Again, a major soulmate relationship with that Six of Cups there, that Two of Cups out there twice as well. Or excuse me, that's not the Six of Cups, that's the Lover's card. The Lover's card and the Two of Cups out twice. I have the Ten of Pentacles here. There is someone who has a dream for themselves. They have a dream, they have a goal, they have like a vision for their future. And I am getting the impression that that vision is changing for themselves. All of a sudden, all of these things that they've invested in, everything that they thought they wanted forever and ever and ever and ever, now all of a sudden they're wanting to jump ship. They're wanting to kind of leap off the carousel, and they it's kind of like leaving a fantasy behind. I don't know what the circumstances of this relationship is in regards to the masculine and the feminine together, but I get the the Queen of Cups here, which is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, feminine energy. It's the energy of wanting to, it's like I have a new dream, kind of. I have a new idea for the future. All of a sudden, like, my reality has been replaced with a vision of something quite different for myself, and all of a sudden I'm starting to fantasize about something that's very different than what I'm experiencing in my life, is kind of what I'm hearing here. And I get the impression that this masculine wants to move towards something that's more emotionally nurturing for them in some way. We've got the King of Swords over here, and over here the Queen of Cups. And I have the Nine of Pentacles here. This is someone who says, though, before I can start anything else, I have to end one thing, and then I need some time alone. This person needs some time alone to establish themselves again, to establish independence. I feel that this masculine, whoever this is that we're talking about, they've let other people make choices for them in their lives, like what they would be when they grew up, when they were little boys, or their chosen career, or where they would go to school, or who they would marry, or where they would live, or what the house would be like, or what it would look like. And this person all of a sudden sees, like, there's like a lifting of the veil, or like a parting of the fog, where they say, all of a sudden, all of those things that I thought I was investing in for myself, I get the impression now that I was investing it in those things for other reasons. Social pressures, family pressures, things like that, partnership pressures here. And now all of a sudden there's a different view for the future for themselves, which is pretty brave and it's pretty bold, which is why we have this Strength card coming out here with that. And it's someone who's being asked to be quite strong to make these changes, and they have an understanding that they would want to rebuild themselves in the near future, possibly starting their own businesses, possibly working for themselves, possibly buying their own home, something like this. And there's an understanding that they're wanting to start to run their own show, to be in charge of their own lives in some way. So that is actually a pretty powerful message for this week. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I don't know if this was your reading or not, but I will see you guys tomorrow or next week whenever I see you soon. Bye.